have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
I am so glad that I tamed my expectations for this showcase because it was extremely mid, just like the PlayStation showcase previously. Now, of course, much like with the PlayStation showcase, there were a few hand-picked select titles that I am interested in playing. However, the overall press conference was completely terrible. Again, just like Sony's press conference, Xbox had a bunch of CGI / in-game cutscenes with no actual gameplay, aside from maybe a few titles here and there. Only gameplay that I've seen really is Forza, and that's the only game that had a release date, which is October 10th. So I guess we'll be playing Forza this year because that's the only game that's dropping. And that's the problem, is that every game that you saw in this press conference, you gotta wait another year. So we're still waiting for games to drop. It's extremely mid, a bunch of indies, CGI cutscene trailers, not enough gameplay. They showed off Hellblade cutscene, no actual gameplay, and no release date. They showed this game 3 times. This is the 3rd time that they showed this game off. Still no release date. But guess what? It's coming out in 2024. Come on, dog. Seriously? Are we seriously doing this right now? Playing the infinite waiting game. And no, they did not show off State of Decay 3. They didn't show Perfect Dark and a few other titles that they showed, but they did show Avowed some actual gameplay in the trailer, which it basically looked like a downgrade from what we saw previously in that little split-second teaser trailer that they showed off 2 years prior. Just looking at the gameplay in the teaser, it's pretty obvious that it's not using the full power of the X, and it has a very cartoonish art style to it, which Xbox has way too many games just like that. Sea of Thieves and Grounded, just to name a few. And they finally showed off Fable, which again, not actual gameplay, no release date, 2024. Come on. This whole press conference could have easily been summed up in less than 2 sentences, which is disappointment, CGI trailers, just wait another year. Just wait another year. And so we're stuck in the infinite loop of waiting for games to drop, and we don't even know the actual quality of these games. Think about it. We've been waiting for Crackdown 3. We've been waiting for Scalebound. We've also been waiting for Redfall and all these other games that have completely flopped. And I'm telling you this right now, I do not care for Starfield, and I'm calling it. Starfield is going to flop just like every other first party title that Xbox has shown for the past, I don't even know, 8 years now. And no, this is not me being, oh, you're just a PlayStation fanboy. No, because I don't care about their games either. I think all their games suck outside of Spider-Man and a few other titles. Y'all only have Spider-Man for this year. So don't sit here and be like, oh, you see, this is why PlayStation is better. You're not, okay? You have Spider-Man, and that is the only game that is carrying you for your entire year, possibly all of PlayStation, let's be honest. You bought the PS5 to play Spider-Man. You don't care about anything else. You didn't play Ratchet and Clank. You didn't play God of War Ragnarok. A lot of people didn't. So stop the cap. You bought it to play Spider-Man, and that's it. And that's cool. But don't sit here and act like, you know, you have something better than everybody else, because if you look at gaming as a whole, it is really, really bad. But that's a whole different story. We're back to Xbox and their complete dumpster fire of a showcase. I didn't even watch the Starfield event after, because I'm like, bro, I don't care for this game. I already know it's gonna suck, just like Fallout 76 did. Fallout 4 was a disappointment compared to New Vegas and 3. So I didn't care about that either. So it showed off a lot of games I didn't care for, and the games I do care for, I still have to wait a whole nother year. So not to mention they showed off the Persona 3 remake and the spin-off, which already been leaked 2 weeks prior. So we already knew that was going to happen. That comes out early next year, launching day and date on Game Pass. So that's good. But that's it. The whole show felt like an advertisement for Game Pass, which we don't need anymore, okay? We already know how great Game Pass is. We know it's the best deal in gaming, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we get it. We needed to see first-party titles. They needed to come out swinging, and they missed every turn. So my overall review on both press conferences, Sony sucked, and this one sucked just as worse, if not slightly worse. So tame your expectations with these game showcases, because 9 times out of 10, they're all pretty bad. So there's that.